Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and peace be upon the house of David, which is the elect that Yahweh Shai is coming back to deliver and raise up in these last days, to the men, women, and children that stay in the spirit to the best of their ability, day in and day out, and to the house of David. All right, just wanted to do this quick lesson, Lord willing, be edifying. I was just reading the scripture, and it just made me, think about the times that, we're about to come into, and also the fact that the fact that we need to only just have faith. We got to believe on the word of the Lord. We got to believe on that Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, is actually going to deliver us, from the coming troubles and the coming, destruction that's about to hit this place. All right, because we don't have no power, we don't have no type of might to save ourselves, but according to the scriptures, all we have to do is just have faith in the Lord, and He's going to be able to guide us. All right, so this is Mark chapter 5. I'm going to start at verse 35. It says, "While he yet spake, there came from the ruler of the synagogue's house certain which said, Thy daughter is dead. Why troublest thou the master any further? As soon as Yahushua heard the word that was spoken, he saith unto the ruler of the synagogue, Be not afraid, only believe." All right, so that's the type of mentality that we gotta have. We gotta not be afraid, okay, of Jacob's trouble. Okay, we can't be afraid of having somebody having to live like a pilgrim, okay, or not have any clue about when our next meal we're gonna have. We only have to believe. We can't be like these other people that is going to be bugging out of their mind, seeing all the carnage, the death, the just chaos is going to be all throughout the streets of America. All right, it's our duty, to just believe that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai can do the impossible. All right, can actually, save us, make a way to save us out of out of no way that seems like it would be possible to be delivered from these times. All right, because when people they talk to us, they was like, oh well, how are you going to get out of this? What are you going to do? You're talking about a destruction, a thermonuclear war. Well, how are you going to get out of it? All right, well, we just believe, we have faith that we're going to be delivered from this. That's it. We understand that's going to come, but we just have faith that some way, somehow, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to deliver us. All right, so this is Mark chapter 9 verse 23. Yahweh Shai saith unto him, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. Okay, so if we just believe, then everything's going to be possible to us. Why? Because everything is possible. Nothing's impossible to the Most High Yahweh in the name of the Son Yahweh Shai. All right, we might not have a way to get actual food, but guess what? The children of Israel during the Exodus out of Egypt, the Lord called down manna from heaven for us. All right, out of nowhere. All right, that's an impossible thing, but guess what? It happened. All right, the splitting of the Red Sea. That's an impossible thing, but guess what? That happened. All right, and we just got to have that faith. Like the scripture says, that everything that is written aforetime is written for our learning. We just got to have that faith that, what? The Lord's going to do those miracles once again. All right, we can't be like the ones that got to see first, then believe. We got to have that faith first. All right, so I get this next scripture real quick. This is Romans chapter 4, and I'm going to go to verse, start at 17. It says, As it is written, I have made thee a father of many nations, before him whom he believed, even the Most High, who quickeneth the dead, and calleth those things which be not as though they were. All right, so right there, the Most High he can make things that don't seem possible, possible. All right, he can make things that you might not be, that won't be able to be explained, quote unquote, with natural logic. He has the ability to make those things, manifest. All right. So verse 18, it says, against who against hope believed in hope, that he might become the father of many nations, according to that which was spoken, so shall thy seed be. So even against, what seems like improbability, Abraham believed. Okay, so that's why it says, who against hope believe in hope. So yeah, we talking about a destruction, a worldwide, nationwide, complete destruction of America. ICBM thermonuclear missiles hitting this place against, and we're speaking like, there's going to be no way out of this place, but against hope we believe in hope. Why? Because we believe that the scriptures, like the scripture says, that Yahweh Shai is going to come back with his chariots and deliver the elect. Okay, so even though we're talking about this coming great devastation, we're not afraid. All right, so that's why Yahweh Shai told the leader of the synagogue, he said, be not afraid, only believe. All right, so that's the only thing that we got to do, man. All right, and not only just believe, but through our works, that's showing our faith. Okay, that what James said, you got to show your faith by your works. So us coming out here and proclaiming, enduring, suffering, not, selling out, keeping the law, statute, commandments to the best of our ability, doing the things that are pleasing into the Most High's eyes. That's our works, showing that we have faith, that we're not afraid to stand out on these streets and proclaim the destruction of this place. All right, we're not afraid because we believe that Yahweh, if Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai before us, then who can be against us? All right, so with that, hopefully this was uplifting and edifying. Just don't be afraid of the coming tribulation. All right, only believe that you are, a part of that elect now, that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai will deliver you from the same perils that you are actually speaking about. All right, so with that, call Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.